and take it away. Here you see the administration building after occupation of Russian Federation. And here our main street, Soborna, main street of our quarter, and this building is that recovery hub, which we are going to develop. But Izyum today, you see the same building. This is after occupation, and this is today. So it's already have more positive image, as well as some of the resident buildings which were destroyed in some points, walls and roofs, and now it's like that, of course, because of support of European Union, because of support of other organizations from other countries, but it's not staying in ruins, it's slowly developing in a good direction. And you can see here one of the mayor of, vice-mayor of Izyum. They already came several times to different events to support us. And active community grows, like right direction community. I think you were collaborating with them already. And here we are in Izyum some weeks ago to speak about this project with community. Our new partnership, during the development of the projects, we start to negotiate with the BERT technology. It's a biogas, mobile biogas stations. And for today, 21st of October, we will start the negotiation between National University of Kharkiv and Thomas Dory about the educational program which they can do for the people in Ukraine. And those groups then can work on that mobile station, on that biogas station, that they will be able to run it in Ukraine. And also new partnership, NGO New Berlin Hands for Ukraine, NGO, our NGO Izyum Recovery in Kharkiv, and NGO Right Direction from Izyum. So it's our small and strong coalition. And here I want to show you the New Orleans after Katerina in 2004. You see this scale of destruction and people and flooding of the territory. And here's Ukraine after flooding the territory which Russian terrorists organized. Here is again the New Orleans, and here's again Ukraine. And on this slide, you see the New Orleans after Hurricane Katerina and New Orleans today. So I have a question: what is easier to stop, and with whom easier to negotiate, with natural disaster or with the terrorism? Here are our website and social media, and we would be very glad if some of you will contact us if you are interested in any partnership, which we can also discuss later in museum. And this is, we start to run our fundraising company for the people, for the housing, which is now in needs. Join us in the challenge and be remembered. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Anastasiia. That was very impressive, and you must be terrified that only being so close to the front line that the Russians will come again and destroy everything.
Yeah, it's like hurricane, you know, it can also come again.
That is true.
Yeah, and it could be even more dangerous. Nature is stronger than terrorism.
We can have a discussion later on, but first I want to finally give the floor to the organizers of this evening, to the Architektenwerkgruppe, Andres Garcia Elzel and Günther Rettenmeier from, the Architektenwerkgruppe is involved in this European project to rebuild Izyum. So Andres. The floor is yours.
I need your micro.
Oh, sorry. You can have mine. I like whatever.
Ach so. Ist zu dunkel? Schon ein bisschen dunkel, aber ist okay. Aber nicht, dass die einschlafen. They don't need to sleep. Aber fällt mir das Licht. Jetzt habe ich kein Licht. Wolfgang, wo ist das Licht hier? Du kennst dich aus. Sonst sehe ich gar nichts. Wo war das? Ah ja, super. Moment. Ah ja, ist gut. Okay. Also, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. Now we are about to show you our presentation. Our architectural practice has been involved. Momento, das ist noch nicht so schnell. Yeah. Has been involved in the design, planning, and construction management of building for over 20 years, particularly in the field of residential construction, both new building and refurbishment. Also, Sanierungen is a difficult word to traduce. This experience brought us to the project cooperation in Izyum, which, as we have heard before, is about the reconstruction of the city after its great destruction. In the area of building construction, the main focus is on the refurbishment of buildings. The planning of the neighborhood in Izyum aims to become the reconstruction model for cities with up to 100,000 inhabitants. This planning follows and thus takes into account three important factors of our time: climate change, sustainability, and the new European Bauhaus. Anastasia was talking about this, but I think that there are three important points. The first, anthropogenic climate change is a human change. I quote, I must take the, yes, the Professor Schellenhuber, the built environment, that is housing, but also infrastructure, is responsible for about 40% of global CO2 emissions. Sustainable development, which considers economic viability, ecological compatibility, and social justice with a view to future generations. And the third, last but not least, the new European Bauhaus, launched by the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, which called for three core principles to be integrated into its corresponding policies, strategies, and projects: sustainability, inclusion, and aesthetics. Using the example of refurbishment, we present the building at 18 Sorbonne Street, which is planned for around 120 people with disabilities. The overview. This overview summarizes the content of the presentation and shows the location as seen here on the upper side of the picture of the residential building in the development quarter in the site plan. The south front, the basement, biogas, ground floor, standard second to fifth floor, roof extension of the sixth floor, and example pictures. The south front. We see there the new lift and staircase access, the barrier-free access with external ramp, The preservation of existing staircase on the west side, shared balconies, facade greening, not displayed in this picture, but not only on the ground, barrier-free roof extension with shared roof terrace, and very important, preservation of the facade opening as far as possible. The basement. As you can see here, the new access possibility via lift and stairs, and the new utilization. The first one is the storage room for wheelchair and service staff separately for each floor. The second one is the storage for bikes. The third, wash and dry rooms. The fifth, space for biogas plant, and fifth, technical room. All other rooms are for inhabitant users as a cellar. And now talking about biogas, Anastasiia was talking about biogas with Thomas Dory. In the picture, we see the container plant as one example of bird energy. This kind of plant is an opportunity to earn decentralized energy with seasonal independence, more precisely